Radical! Thanks for that intro, Asuka. Yeah, my name is ateatree, and this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, 2022 indie throwback to the brawlers of yesteryear, brought to you by Tribute Games. And what is a good brawler without some friends? Luckily, I have a lot of them here on the couch with me. First off, we have Mr. Bobby Blackwolf.
Hello there. It's interesting to be on the couch for once here. How you doing, everybody?
And from an undisclosed location, assuming you don't wish to dox yourself, we have a prolific voice actor, a man of many voices, most of which are in this game, Mr. Sean Guernsey.
Well, hello.
And finally, we have my brother in combat and the no one I'd rather have by my side while fighting the Foot Clan, Doug Bravo. How you doing today, friend?
I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. We're finally here, DRDQ. Let's do it.
Awesome. You want to tell the folks a little bit about the mode that we're playing today and what old school means?
Old school mode is one of the modes that was introduced in the later patches of TMNT Shredder's Revenge. It eliminates the ninja bar that you would use to build your special meter, allowing you to use as many supers as possible at the cost of 2 HP. The name of the game...
Go for it.
Yeah, the name of the game is health management. So
exactly.
throughout the entire time, we're both ateatree and I will be leaning on each other for physical and special attacks while keeping an eye on our health.
Yeah, it's just like the quarter munching games of yesteryear. This case, we don't have to put in more quarters, but if we take unfortunate knockdowns at bad timing, that's not optimal for a speed run. So, the characters we're playing today are specifically from the second wave of DLC. We really wanted to show off what this game has become since its initial release. That mode, as Doug said, didn't exist when we started. These characters just dropped as part of a stealth DLC drop like 2 weeks ago. So we've been feverishly practicing them ever since, and we are really excited to show you what we have here today. So unless there's anything else, I think we are ready to get started. Doug, you ready to go?
Turtle power, let's do this.
Let's do it. Time is going to start when we gain control of our characters, which is in just over 10 seconds.
Job-breaking news.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we are. There we go.
Nice. Love that we got the chance to show off the co-op attacks. You really don't use them in most speedruns because they're like high risk, high reward. While they do a lot of damage, they require both players to sacrifice anything else they might be doing. So there's just a handful of opportunities where they're really worth it. But the fact that we got to show one off right there at the beginning of the run is awesome.
Alrighty. So to talk a little bit about Mona and Mondo, they of course are the newest batch of reptiles to the team. Mona's focus is on chemistry, so you'll see me throw a lot of different projectiles as well as do a little bit of aerial attacks in between, while Mondo is all about his skateboard.
Yeah, practically they're very different characters from the base cast. Like Doug said, Mona is all about projectiles, which absolutely nobody else in the cast is. And Mondo has a lot of additional movement options. Like I can dodge in the air as part of my moveset, and I can weave that into like diving attacks, dodge and weave again, which is something that was only introduced with the character of Usagi in the first DLC. By the way, I want to thank everybody who donated as part of our OST bid war. What you're hearing is the original soundtrack created by T-Lopes, he of Sonic Mania and Streets of Rage 4, Mr. X's Nightmare fame. Absolutely like modern classic OST in my mind. So thank you very much for your generosity.
Right. We just saw Bebop take Burn away, so We all know what's going to happen soon. Oh,
Nothing doing
please.
if we can't get there to stop him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, that's clear.
Bobby, Sean, how you feeling so far?
I am
doing
just
great.
enamored with your guys' ability. Watching all of the speedrunners, you guys are insane.
We do our best.
Yeah, you're kind to say so. You know, the fundamentals of running a game like this come down to knowing when enemies spawn, which sides of the screen, especially when you're coordinating with another person. Doug has used that phrase a couple of times, sharing a brain cell, because we're both also frequent solo runners. So we are kind of the mindset that we need to be everywhere at once. And while we're playing together, we need to curb that impulse a little bit. We also need to curb Bebop's malicious activities here in the Channel 6 news station, where reporter Bobby Blackwolf is on the scene.
That's right. This is exactly how it went when I did this. It was just that quick. So, Sean, I have to ask you real quick. So what's it like knowing that there's an entire group of gamers that want to just skip every line you've recorded in a game if they can?
Wow.
You know, I wouldn't have put it like that, but that's just me.
Well, you know, I am personally enamored by the ability to memorize what needs to be done all the way through. Like when I play, it's basically button mashing. And when I play co-op, like me and my kids will play some of our characters and, you know, bash everything. And I can't even tell you where I am on the screen anymore. I get so lost in the chaos. I'm amazed that.
Now, the funny thing, this is a bit of a segue. When Sean says our characters, what I think he actually means is the characters that he and his kids have voiced in this game.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. My daughter plays the voice of Karai, and I am Splinter. So those two, and I'm also Mondo. So now we can play as three of us, and then we go and we beat Me Up, which is basically all of the bosses that I did.
Nice.
Amazing.
Now I do have a list of those, and this came from the internet. So Sean, you may know like if there's something I missed or not. So the characters that are listed that you voiced were Splinter, Shredder, Chrome Dome, Dirtbag, Krang, Leatherhead, Metalhead, Genghis Frog, Rasputin, Slash, Wingnut, Zorax, and Mondo. So
I think that's right.
Did we get to 13? Because if so, I think you're right.
Zorax.
So what Bobby just said is this game should be named Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Sean's Revenge.
Something like that.
That's what it feels like. It definitely holds a place in my heart and in my office.
and in your emails, I think, based on what you were telling us a little earlier.
Oh my gosh, yeah, for real.
So far, so good. To kind of talk a little bit about this level, Big Apple 3 p.m. Oh, nice, we got it. It's a homage to Big Apple 3 a.m. from Turtles in Time. I just think it's pretty interesting that it's just about one-to-one being on beat.
Yeah, you know, as if you didn't have to guess from like the title screens, the way those are set up and everything. This game is just absolutely full of homages to the classic series. You'll see characters that, you know, were in like 2 episodes of the original 8-season run of the 87 show. They did not forget anything, and everything is lovingly rendered. We're going to grab a power-up pizza that'll give Mona 10 seconds of infinite super that hopefully we will carry on into the boss.
Nice. Oh, this is my favorite part.
Excellent. Yeah, watch what happens here. This will be fun.
Your friend.
Nice.
All right.
I get on the other side and push Rocksteady back into the chemical burn.
We're in there.
Nice.
My horns.
And a little bit of high-fiving your pals for fun and good luck.
Tell you later, dweebs. I'm sorry, I played this game so much that I know the lines just about one for Rocksteady.
This is the first one of our auto scrollers, one of the several fully voice recorded tracks or tracks with vocals in them. Also, an excellent place for some donations or messages if we have any, Oscar.
Oh, absolutely. So we have some money per deaths donations coming in. We have $40 from The Masked Mango, who says, "Thank you, Oz, for the 8 deaths, and thank you, GDQ, for supporting this cause. I love you all, and I had a wonderful time tonight. Less than 3. Thank you so much, Mango."
Thank you, Mango, and Oz, and Bobby.
Well, speaking of Bobby also went to the challenge and donated $40 and saying, "This is my promise donation for every death from Osborne's Light Matter run. So excited to see this TMNT run from Douglas and ateatree. Also, Bobby Blackwolf and Sean on the couch. It doesn't get much better." And
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Bobby.
I saw that infinite power up that we just had, and that infinity symbol kind of looks like an 8, and we're like $94 from 8,000. So can we get that met within this run?
You know we can.
I'm 100% down for that. So exclamation point donate in the chat. I want to see those donations coming again. You have been challenged to tell me your favorite turtle, and clearly it's Leonardo.
A fine choice.
So if you disagree, you know where to put that donation
I am
comments.
also boring and have no discernible personality traits.
Oh,
Gauntlet grown, chat. Prove me wrong.
to be fair, I'm also a Leo main, so I'm. My heart and soul belongs to Leo in the game. Trust me, he was my first.
It is unwise to underestimate an old rat.
Okay, so we can guess where Sean's allegiances lie for a variety of reasons.
Clearly Michelangelo.
Exactly. You got it.
When I was a little kid and me and my buddies used to play as if we were the Ninja Turtles, I was always Seanatello. So
very good. Don't forget that pizza.
So much.
Oh, thank goodness. I was scared for a second.
Nice throw.
While they're doing this, I do want to mention real quick, because they're playing a mode where you don't have the super bar. Every time they do the super, it takes off 2 ticks of the health HP bar at the top left. So if you're wondering why they're doing a lot of HP management, I know they mentioned a little bit earlier on, but I wanted to call it out here as to why getting the pizzas at the right time is a very important thing.
All right, the pizza's yours.
Yeah, let me give you some help.
This is fine.
Not that we really need it, because watch. If you like how the last boss went, watch what happens here. This boss doesn't have the ability to be knocked down, so it's always vulnerable.
A little fun fact about the Turtle Tenderizer: you saw this boss in.
Jeez, I'm sorry, we don't have time for this fun fact because the Turtle Tenderizer is gone. No, I'm kidding. Continue.
Whoa,
you saw this boss
so
in
bad.
TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project, but unfortunately, we never got a toy for it because it was canceled during production.
Yeah, in my mind, the toys for TMNT were all about if you had the Technodrome or not. Nice pickup.
So, Sean, I wanted to ask you real quick, because you said that you played this as a kid, when you were younger, you were, always watching TMNT like a lot of us were. When you went into this, knowing that these were established characters, how much of the previous actors' work did you put into your performance, or did you try to really, what did you do to make it your own performance when you were playing these iconic characters that have been around for decades?
All right, nice.
That's a hard question, because honestly, it was really hard not to just play
James
the characters in my head. Yeah, like James Avery is always going to be Shredder for me. Fraley will be Krang. Like there's these voices that live in my head from my childhood, and so like I kind of drew from them, I guess. I just automatically had some recall from my childhood. Like I used to watch the live action movie just about religiously. Like I think probably 3-4 times a week I would watch that, get home from school. If I didn't have extra chores or something, I would be watching it at home as soon as I got home from school.
We'll take that.
And loved the cartoons. It was, yeah. So how did I make it my own? I don't know. It was mostly like just what happened in the booth as we were having fun playing these characters, right? The directing team was amazing. Yannick is unbelievable at communicating story and really working with you to bring out the best voices. He was great. But yeah, amazing team at Tribute.
Yeah, I found my VHS tape of the first movie, and I realized I was not kind. I didn't rewind it, so I haven't rewatched it yet. Oscar, do you have anything you want to tell us right now, by the way?
Actually, yeah, I do. Somebody heard a challenge and said, bet. Fallen One donated $94 with a comment. 94 to AK.
Nice.
Chat, give yourselves a round of applause. We are at $8,000.
What a champion. Thank you for your support of Direct Relief.
I never doubted y'all for a minute.
Y'all, we have a surge going on with some elusive animal chin ramping. We are over a quarter of the way there. Heck and Fluff friends, you want to see that elusive animal chin ramp? I know I do.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, no, it's based on a real life story, and I'm not going to tell it here. So if you want to hear the story, get that incentive met.
And we got another $100 for it, so we are at $384 of $1,000, friends. Heck, you guys, you folks are all so
That was
generous.
cinema
Thank
right
you so
there.
much.
Wow, very clean.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. How much ground could a ground chuck if a ground chuck could truck ground?
About 8 seconds worth, ideally.
Man.
Yeah, that one, like, this isn't quite the same as the old arcade or 8-bit arcade games where if you put in the same inputs every time, you'll get the same response from the game. We just try to do the best we can to get into positions that kind of manipulate the AI. It's more an art than a science, I'll say that much, but that one worked out pretty dang well.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a pain, but with the right setups and timing, everything
Each of those bosses, as many others do, have alternative phases they can go into that largely involve avoiding your characters for an extended period of time. So the fact that we didn't have to see any of those is perfect.
Yeah, I think this is why you guys invited me, so that they can hear any of the voiceover, because you guys are so fast that none of it gets said.
You got it.
right.
Just like Bobby said earlier.
Yeah, like your whole goal is to eliminate me from the game. That's awesome.
Oh, too early.
They don't even taunt. They don't even taunt,
Sure,
Sean.
we're playing old school. I'm not even just chilling, bro. We actually do that in like 2 levels from now up on the elevator, but that'd be the first opportunity probably.
Right.
You know what?
I'm out of
These
the way.
mouse droids, they were in the old school arcade game, and they were an absolute nightmare.
Exactly. That's
hated
the whole
these
story of the Mousers. They're in so little of the show and the comics, but they're just the perfect video game enemy. So they showed up in like every Turtles video game.
Well, and they were so quick to latch on.
Yep.
And you could like not shake them off. They just hide you up. Oh, it was so annoying.
They
Quarter
latched
munchers
onto
for sure.
so many of my they latched onto so many of my quarters when I played the arcade game.
You
And then
got
you
it.
have
Talk.
And then you have the Mother Mousers, which are new to the game.
Yeah. If you like your regular Mousers, how about Mousers that can make more Mousers? How's that sound for you?
No.
Wait,
Sounds like
is
a
that
good
a
idea
fish
to me.
on the mace? Is that a
Yes.
fish head
Yes,
on
it
the
is.
mace?
Yes, it is.
What?
Yep.
A face on a mace?
Yep.
That is actually what she says when she uses it. A mace with a face. Just a few more
I'm
screens
giving the screen right now.
for our least favorite boss in the whole game. The killer of PB record attempts.
The Rat King.
Yes, indeed. Or the RNG
I am
king,
the
depending on
Rat
how you
King.
feel about it.
So is the rat controlling him or is he controlling the rats?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, not ideal, but good enough.
Oh, God, my
rats. Okay, that's not ideal.
Uh-oh.
Hold tight. There we go. Hey, he said the thing. Because I actually remembered to taunt after a boss. Not that you need to, it's just for style. But yeah, thankfully, again, this combination of characters makes it so that Rat King is a relatively reliable 2-cycle, even the worst case scenario.
All right, friends, we have just been having way too much turtle power. We're gonna have to reel it back just a little bit. First off, can we give a shout out to Tech for just being absolutely on point with everything going on that? But in the meantime, as a reminder, we are raising money for Direct Relief, which, again, Direct Relief is a humanitarian aid organization active in all 50 states and more than 80 countries with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty and emergencies without regard to politics, religion, or ability to pay. You can learn more about Direct Relief, including following their ongoing response to Hurricanes Helene and Milton at directrelief.org. Again, that surge of donations, friends, absolutely amazing. We have jumped up to $8,200 for Direct Relief, and it seems like the place to be right now is that Animal Chin ramp. So again, if we meet this incentive, we have to make $1,000 for this incentive. Big Law will be tracking down that elusive Animal Chin ramp during Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 run. And in all honesty, I keep hearing that this is based on a story, and I really want to know what this story is about. But nobody is telling me this story because we need to get the incentive. So if you want to hear about that story and you just want to know what this the elusive animal chin ramp is about, ! Donate, and make sure you choose the incentive of your choice. If you want the elusive animal chin ramp, put your donation towards that. If you want something else, we got you covered. After the Shredder's Revenge run, we are going to be going to the Punisher, and you can still choose which character we use. Right now, Nick Fury is in the lead, but if you want to see the Punisher, you can put your donation towards that. And remember, we have a little bit of a story versus challenge mode going on here. So the Punisher has the deep lore, since, well, it's really his game and his story. But, you know, if you like chaos, Nick Fury's run is just slightly more difficult. I do have it on good authority that the runner actually prefers the Punisher. Runner wants the lore, we give the lore. But again, Agents of Chaos love difficult runs because we're making speedruns more difficult. It's more fun that way. So if you want to choose one of those characters, by all means, put your donations towards those goals. And also, as a quick reminder of just where your money is being used, because Direct Relief is doing so many amazing things for those that were affected by Hurricanes Helene and Hurricane Milton. Just FYI, in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, Direct Relief has swiftly mobilized support to the hardest hit areas by providing availability to $74 million in medicines and medical supplies, as well as giving $350,000 in financial assistance to community health centers, free clinics, and other healthcare providers. And as for Hurricane Milton, ahead of Hurricane Milton, Direct Relief has prepared to respond by working closely with the Florida Association of Community Health Centers and the Florida Association of Free and Charitable Clinics to ensure essential medical supplies which reach vulnerable populations. They are doing so much work behind the scenes to make sure that everybody that is in need of assistance is getting it. So again, thank you so much for those awesome charitable donations. But speaking of Direct Relief, I believe we have some words from them, so let's hear it.
Even the best contingency plan can fail. The biggest hurricane can wipe that plan out. It can wipe out the power grid. It can wipe out your stockpile of medicines. The only way to ensure that they're going to get what they need is to have it there before the hurricane hits. The Hurricane Preparedness Program is the biggest emergency prep program Direct Relief runs. When a disaster hits, community health centers are the places where people are going to go for care. You put in a series of interventions from backup power to backup reliable communications to a stockpile of medications, access to mobile medical units and off-road vehicles to get to patients who might be stranded. You can start to put in place the things you need that hopefully, no matter how big the hurricane is, they're going to be able to stay open. The Hurricane Preparedness Pack was initially built by the health centers themselves, who told us this is what we wished we had in place when this hurricane hit. It's the 200 most essential items that any health center would need to treat their patients in a time of crisis. Unlike other natural disasters, hurricanes are predictable in the sense that there's a season and there's a geography where they hit. Direct Relief has mapped out the last 50 years of Category 4 and 5 hurricanes to see where they make landfall. We've now strategically positioned these hurricane modules along the Gulf Coast and the eastern seaboard and internationally. Direct Relief has invested in hurricane preparedness and resiliency efforts so that the next time a hurricane hits, we can ensure these clinics will be self-sustaining so that they can do what they do best, which is treating these patients and giving them access to the medicines and the care that they need.
Thank you so much, Direct Relief, for everything you're doing. And again, everybody that's donated here, thank you so much for helping Direct Relief do what they do best. And if you want to help out as well, !donate in chat, and you can put that money towards such a wonderful, wonderful charity such as Direct Relief. Now, again, we had a little bit too much turtle power, so we are working on getting those wires uncrossed and getting everything ready to go. So in the meantime, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. And, you know, if you're enjoying watching speedruns during DRDQ, make sure you're following the channel to watch our weekly hotfix shows. Each hotfix season puts a spotlight on different shows, specials, and showcases that feature a variety of speedrunners and their communities. Tune in at 1 p.m. Eastern on weekends and 7 p.m. Eastern on weekdays to watch speedrunning events featuring game anniversaries, series showcases, and more. Now, I do believe I have seen the green, and that green is a good sign, friends, because you know what we are going back to? Some more turtle power. So I'm going to hand this right on over to ateatree and Douglas Bravo and Bobby Blackwolf and Sean Guernsey. Let's go. Let's get this run kicked off again.
Sorry about that.
I think we had too much pizza.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know where we went.
There is never too much pizza.
But we're back and it's time for a mall meltdown.
Yeah.
You fell for my diversion.
Dang it, Krang.
It's all Krang's fault.
Always
all
Krang.
me. Messing with the tech.
He took my internet. But mall meltdown, in the words of Mikey, the mall. We gotta hit up the arcades, dude.
Not wrong. Those of you who saw the Northern Lights in your area over the last 24 hours or so, the color scheme in the background of the mall might be familiar to you.
That's just what all malls looked like back in the day.
Exactly.
It is.
I believe that color is called Dusty Rose.
Right? Here we're introduced to a new type of foot soldiers.
Yeah, we got a couple new ones. We have the mech riders, where despite the fact that they have a large HP pool and have all those attacks with great range, only the soldier inside is the actual hitbox. And then we also have the flail wielders here, who, if they finish getting to their marks, that flail is just permanently active until they swing it at you. So figuring out how to attack them becomes the puzzle there.
Swing in a chain, swing in a chain.
A mace to the face.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, also they start with that attack, which is not really like blockable, you just have to get around it.
Hey,
So-
the arcade.
True. You know, all roads in the mall lead to the arcade.
Why are y'all breaking the arcade cabinets?
They just happen to be in the way.
Party foul.
What? They're against the wall.
Yeah,
I get
well,
it if
that's
they're in
where
the
we
middle.
were.
I have the same carpet in my basement.
Oh wow.
It's fluorescent and everything.
Part of your pinball emporium.
It is. It is.
Very
And
good.
here
Well,
we are.
we are gonna get to play one game. Unfortunately, that game is cursed.
Oh. The Dame of Games.
That's Tempestra.
All right, nice. That's all I needed to hear. Oh, whoop.
Are you sure?
Here, yes. Do maybe that's a little different,
Okay, got it.
but I got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had to
Oh,
push
that
you to
was-
the edge there. We both have 1 HP, but we got it working.
Not gonna lie, that mech really took it out of us.
So, Infinity X2K4 in chat asked, who are these characters? I don't remember them from when I played the game. April was a character I'd remember, but I think I'd remember a female turtle. These characters are both part of the Radical Reptiles DLC that dropped like 2 weeks ago. So they are brand new. This game has come a long way if you haven't played it in a year or two.
Right, and then there's this guy.
So there is a debate about whether or not Mona Lisa is technically a reptile. Is there any biologists that could tell us the truth?
She
Is she an amphibian?
I believe she's a salamander.
So does that make her amphibian, not reptile?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not learned enough to give a
Yeah.
educated opinion on that one.
If you are, please donate and pick
Are
one of the incentives,
salamanders
please.
Reptiles. Ooh.
Oh boy.
I know
there I went again. I'm going to take
Google
that pizza
has-
if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Google has told me the answer
What
to
you got,
that.
Asuka?
Who knows? Salamanders are amphibians, not reptiles.
Good to know.
No.
All right.
But
hope
Look
as
at
a
that.
fellow,
GDQ is now officially educational programming.
Yes.
well, but here's the thing, though. As a fellow chemist, I'm overruling fact, and at least for this particular run, we're going to call her a reptile. Afterwards, back to amphibian.
Very good. I can work with that.
Can you work with a $100 donation real quick?
Absolutely.
All right. We have $100 from DVOXS, who says, love to see the Shredder's Revenge being run. The animations are so good. Looks like I need to get back into the game and try playing as Mona. Also, Raphael is clearly the best turtle. Ooh. I mean, I appreciate the fact that this has gone towards the finding the elusive animal chin ramp, but, and Chad, if you agree with DVOXS, let me know.
Nice.
Otherwise, let me know.
Sierra
Thank
Echo
you
with
so
a question
much.
about my character's color scheme. That is also something that was added in patches, a bunch of variety colors for your character. So I'm using a Game Boy inspired monochromatic theme. You know, the whole the Burger King have it your way. That is the ethos of where Shredder's Revenge is at right now. You can have the run your way.
Yeah, and now I do want to echo the donators' comments about the animations because they put so much character in just the idle animations into this, and
True.
it's a joy to look at.
Absolutely.
So far, so good.
What's in the box?
I
More boxes.
Pain,
More
mostly.
boxes.
More boxes is a good guess.
Nice.
I feel like playing as Mondo is kind of technically a preview for the Tony Hawk run tomorrow. But unfortunately, I'm still not going to tell you where the the animal ramp is.
Nice.
And if you haven't played this game and you're looking at co-op, that double pizza that fills both characters' health, whereas
Yes,
if it's
indeed.
a single pizza, it'll only heal one of the characters' health.
Perfect.
Nice.
See you, Space
Man.
Cowboy.
And that is the
Good
last time
reference.
that we will ever see Bebop and Rocksteady.
Can we get some F in chat for Bebop and Rocksteady?
I mean, I would ask that you don't, but fine. You can sympathize with the bad guys if you want, I guess.
Breast and pepperoni, Bebop and Rocksteady.
There we
There
go.
you go. All right. Pepperoni's mentioned. Chat, pizza opinions, go. Best pizza, worst pizza, what you got for us? Send in those donations. GamesDoneQuick.com/donate.
I am willing to eat pepperoni on not pepperoni, pineapple on pizza. I also
What
have
a
pepperoni
brave
on pizza.
opinion. How could you
Right?
say something so brave yet so controversial?
Look, words are hard at 1:33 in the morning.
You don't
okay?
say.
I clearly don't.
I am also struggling up here. I get it.
But
Look. There is no such thing as pineapple pizza because once pineapple touches a pizza, it ceases to be pizza and is now crap.
Oh boy.
Don't forget your pizza.
Disagree. We have my mother and father-in-law have a wood-fired pizza oven at their place,
Oh, nice.
and
Wow.
and we do like a make-your-own pizza, and they're done in about a minute. It cooks right to perfect in about a minute.
Jeez.
And man, we've had every kind of pizza. We had a butter chicken pizza.
I've had a chicken korma pizza. I could totally, I see where that's at.
So you can pretty much make anything into a good pizza. My brother-in-law did one year, mostly trying to be a bit of a goof, and he put sausage and kiwi and sauerkraut on a pizza, and that was a bad idea.
Aw, I was hoping for a different ending to that story.
No, it was bad.
Oh no, it happened.
Yeah, say, did you just throw an enemy and make it not go anywhere?
I guess so, because I was expecting for him to bounce, but I
Co-op
guess
does allow for some fascinating glitches sometimes when the host and client game disagree on where enemies are.
so. There was a time that we were taking turns throwing the same enemy.
Yes.
How it happened?
That'll absolutely happen. I mean, granted, that could just happen in, actual factual, like, that could have happened in the show. I could absolutely see Mikey and Raph throwing a bad guy back and forth.
That enemy just wanted to donate and tell their pizza opinions.
There you
That's
go.
all.
Well, I mean, like, even you talk about the little touches, you talk about the animation. Like, if you've been watching the foot soldiers throughout the game, like back in level 1, the third screen of the game, there were foot soldiers typing on keyboards, and one of them was just typing on an empty desk that didn't have a keyboard. There's all sorts
And then
of
you
fun
had
little
another
touches
one that
like
was typing on a keyboard that had no screen.
Yes. It goes both ways.
They're not paid to think.
Nice. Perfect.
Oh, we've been looking for that for the longest.
And Sean, you want to tell your story about this particular cutscene?
Yeah, this cutscene. Wingnut,
Oh.
we had this whole thing recorded, a whole extra scene recorded where basically Wingnut just falls and falls and falls. And it was supposed to be kind of like a running gag that he keeps falling and falling and falling. And like you see him in the background and stuff. But that got cut. So
I still
my
want the
long-
toggle where there's a 60-second version of that cutscene. Absolutely.
Those little takes were so much fun to do. Well, and even those takes were kind of like the inspiration for like the Coney Island Fair. With the roller coaster with the frogs.
Yeah.
Like those little lines were just us goofing with different ideas, and they were totally unscripted.
Perfect. In your experience, how often does that sort of thing happen where just like something that's completely impromptu, not part of script, ends up like being better than what was on the written page?
Yeah, it really depends on kind of like the chemistry that's going on. And like we were having so much fun. We had some of the art directors. They were in there kind of talking about like what the different characters do, and then Yannick, who is amazing at storytelling. They basically are just the most fun guys to hang out with in general. So when you have that just kind of feeds the atmosphere, and man, it becomes easy to come up with new things. They added a couple things for Shredder in one of the scenes. Well, I don't know if everybody's seen it, but the spoiler where he changes, there was a whole sequence that they added visually just because of what we did in our recording session. So it's just a fun thing to do when you're with a good team and you're gelling really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Sean, let me ask you, because I've heard, I've asked other voice actors this, people who want to maybe get into voice acting or acting or performance acting or what do you want to call it. I've heard a lot of people say taking improv classes is really beneficial. Did you take improv classes? What's your take on that?
Yeah, well, I actually I was in an improv class this spring, actually. And yeah, it's like, I think it's kind of like coaching. Like you don't really want to stop getting coached ever. Because it's like you're constantly needing to grow and learn, and you can get stuck in ruts like that just happens. I think it's important to always consider yourself a work in progress. So yeah, don't give up on the learning if you're getting into voice acting.
Oh no,
this is Leatherhead. This is something that you voiced. Why are you hitting yourself, Sean? Why are you hitting yourself?
This is fun. When I first played the game, I played obviously as Splinter, and I would come to these places. There's no ability for me to speedrun anything because I have to like pause it and laugh my butt off because I'm me beating me up. It's so weird.
Absolutely.
And there was Leatherhead.
Yep, everyone's favorite Paul Prudhomme sound-alike.
Now, a few screws loose is an interesting level because now we're being introduced to a lot more of the mechanized enemies, in which we're going to see another version of the Mauser soon.
Yeah, I always say, like, we're more than halfway in terms of levels, but in terms of, like, overall playtime, and especially in terms of, like, how difficult the remaining stages are, I say this is really the intro to the back half of the run, so we're going to step it up from here.
Well, you know what else is halfway?
What's that?
Our Finding the Elusive Animal Chin Ram.
Fantastic.
We're at exactly $500 of $1,000, and I think it was in part due to some hot pizza takes we have coming in.
Better than cold pizza takes.
Right. So we have $10 from Infinity X2K4 with the answers of Donatello being the best turtle and stuffed crust being pizza. Good. And then also the comment of you can put anything on a pizza, including pineapple, but that doesn't mean it's going to taste good. Thanks, commentary staff, tech staff, and runners.
And here they are.
And we also have a very interesting $26 from Pizza Takes, who says, marshmallow on pizza. Don't knock it until you try it.
I mean, like a campfire sort of thing, like a giant s'more with crust. I guess I get it.
Absolutely, we do it in the wood-fired oven. We do marshmallows and Nutella.
Nutella.
Ooh.
See, that's a cheat code.
That's a cheat code.
Yeah, Nutella makes anything taste good. Put Nutella in my drink. I don't care.
Oh my god.
If it was socially acceptable, I would bathe in Nutella.
I'm not sure that counts as a meal anymore, but I like where your head's at.
Meanwhile, we're in the Dorito factory here.
Yeah. Or we're in your childhood in the back room of an 80s department store. Like, we got kind of a Woolworths Kmart vibe going on. So anybody who's old enough probably remembers this with
I was about to say, T-Tree, you just dated pretty much every single person in this chat room right now.
1, 2, 3. So I like to count down. That way the Mauser 3 can come out while I take them out with the pizza power-up. It makes things easier for me to group to the next board.
You know, people will tell you that like fast is good, but you know, keeping it reproducible is best, and that's exactly what we go for in a lot of situations here. We want to be able to get as close to the same result every time.
All right, I got this.
Okay. Very good. And then I got these. And our cleanup.
Oh no.
Oh, somebody's out.
Fine. Friends helping friends.
Yep.
That is what is all about this weekend.
Oh boy.
All right.
Delete the turtles. Love this guy.
He wants to delete us. We'll see if we can return the favor by deleting his health bar.
Hack the planet.
There it is.
Oh wow. There we go.
Yep,
he
Metalhead
didn't
is
even
now officially offline.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Bobby Blackwolf's Channel 6 News. Vernon didn't give me enough budget for a camera. Metalhead, what happened there? Why did the turtles beat you, Metalhead? What happened?
It's all so clear to me now. The turtles are my friends.
Wise words.
I have the biggest smile on my face right now.
Fantastic.
And here we are now, Dinosaur Stampede.
Yep, time for Doug's favorite song on the soundtrack. Don't forget there are two of these fellas. Oh, I seem to have forgotten.
I made sure to prepare for that big time.
Very good.
So we're also going to be introduced to a new set of enemies called Triceratons. Now, the Triceratons are an alien race of Triceratops in which they take about up to 10 hits if they're orange.
They
If
have
they're
as much health as those axe wielders, and then some of their attacks are uninterruptible. And also, because they have horns on their head, they're real good at hitting you if you're in the air.
Glory to the Triceraton Empire.
And then, like Doug was mentioning, these green ones have half as much health, but they have these front-facing shields that completely block attacks if you let them get them up. So we try not to do that.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, you're right. You saw the shield appear, but...
All right. Of course, more of the at your average foot soldiers.
Yeah, like we've got the Naginata soldiers. They technically all have the same base health pool at 4. The only exceptions are, let's see, archers who always have 1. There are a couple of other kinds that have 2, including ones who are carrying anything, but most foot soldiers are going to have that same standard 4. It's just a matter of whether or not they can block attacks like the spear and sword soldiers can. And then, yeah, the axe ones are the outlier at 10 health. Thankfully,
You may
those
have to
flying
cover me
supers-
here.
Yeah, I got you. Thankfully, those flying supers do exactly 10 damage, so that's why we favor those in situations like that. Hey, Oscar, while we are just clearing people out and sending them into the portal back to Dimension X, is there anything we should know?
Absolutely. We have $50 from Jin and Cam with no comment, but thank you so much for your super kind generosity.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I had to make a detour. Sorry, please continue.
Oh, no, it's fine. I want to give a quick update on some upcoming bid wars. We have, again, for the very next run, which is the Punisher, Nick Fury is still in the lead, but the Punisher is gaining some steam. So if you want to choose the Punisher over Nick Fury, you only have a little bit more time before that happens.
Come on, Frank Castle fans. I know you're out there.
Yeah. Again, if you want to see the lore, you got to go Punisher. If you want to make it difficult, go Nick Fury. We also have a grip tape choice and the very strange gummy bears color, which I really want to see, is currently in the lead. So, again, if you want gummy bears or if you want something else, you know what to do. Put your donations towards the color of your choice.
Here they come.
That's a lot of dudes.
Yeah, as you'll notice, that's going to keep happening for the rest of this run. So
the thing with co-op is they add more enemies to the board, as well as increase the boss's health by double the normal health that they normally have in single player.
yep, this game can have up to 6 players. A solo is one set, 2 and 3 players is another, and then 4 or more is the final way that screens and enemies are set up.
One, 2, 3.
You got it. Excellent.
I do apologize if I'm counting. It's a little force of a habit.
No,
it helps
no
me
worries
with
at all.
timing everything. One Mouser right here, and then
Yeah, and there's so much of like what we have to deal with personally is, hey, we have ingrained memory from like playing 8 other characters, and now we're taking on 2 new ones here to show up in a marathon setting with, 2 weeks of practice. So there's still some unlearning going on as much as there is learning for these characters.
now we have the serve bots, in which in order to defeat them, you have to flip them over. Sometimes they'll go under. Oh God.
We're good.
Okay.
Stick to the bottom.
Whew. And the pizza's yours.
Yep. I wish Servbots was a Mega Man Legends reference, but unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever hear from that franchise.
Or an
again.
MST3K reference.
There you go. Bobby with the knowledge.
We call that taste.
Also, yes.
Good taste right there.
Any Crow T-Robot appreciators in chat?
I loved how they were just painting the foot soldiers the different colors in that chamber behind you.
Yeah, it's
That
the
is something
classic.
I've always wondered about. Like, what does the color mean?
Nothing. It's just the color of paint they were using.
Yeah. I mean, you could assume that it's rank or something like that, but they're all technically still foot soldiers, so tish. These are the jokes, people. They don't get any better.
Welcome to GDQ, folks. And now
So
we
basically,
have.
what you're saying is you're footing the bill for the pizza after this. Got it.
Exactly.
Sure, why not? And now we
Either
have
that or we'll
our,
see if we can dine and dash with Baxter Stockman.
Hey.
our mad scientist of the evening.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Thankfully, his creepy hand is not flesh colored this time, unlike in Turtles in Time. So a slightly less nightmare-inducing version of our favorite weird bug friend.
Just chilling, bro.
Shoutouts to Weird Bugs.
And he even buzzes when he dies.
Oh, yeah, geez. We were supposed to be stopping Krang from being reformed. I knew we forgot something.
Wait,
I mean, it-
do we just go 40 minutes before explaining any of the lore?
I mean, we saw the pieces coming together, but it was just in one ear, out the other.
I thought it was just go right and conquer.
I mean, also, yes, but
Now here we are, Dimension X.
yeah,
Some
this is
people
what's left
dread
of the
it.
Technodrome.
Yep. Some people dread this level. Other people love the level for the music, which, by the way, Technodrome Redux is a banger.
Not wrong. But yeah, we're also dealing with the Granite Grunts now, who also have 10 health. And when they are charging, are completely like super armored. They're immune to knockback. They will keep going until they hit a wall. If you are in the way, you will also go flying.
So basically, there's some weird cross between the Thing and Juggernaut.
Pretty much.
Nice. I'm here for it.
Oh, God.
So, Sean, let me ask you, what was your reaction like when you first learned that either A, you were able to audition for a TMNT property like this, or when you learned that you got the gig, or both?
But it was actually, I mean, I've done other video games and different, projects for the last 7 years or so. But when this one came up, I was like, I want to do them all. Philippe, who is my agent at the one agency there, he called or messaged me and just said, "Hey, you want to audition?" I think I auditioned for Leonardo initially, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do all of the turtles, and that's how I'm gonna do my audition. And so I auditioned that, and they're like, "Oh, they actually got the original cast to do the turtles. Do you want to try out for some villains?" And I'm like, I am going to audition for all of the villains. And so yeah, I just went through every character that I knew was going to be in the game, and yeah, I auditioned for it all, and it was mostly just fun practice for me to see if I could remember who these characters were, and then when he let me know that I had gotten 12 of them, I was like, oh my gosh.
Not the news you expect to hear off of one audition, right?
No, well, like,
Oh,
I mean,
buddy.
a lot of voice acting is just getting rejected. Like, that's
Sure.
you audition and you don't hear anything. It's a fire and forget kind of thing. So to get a callback that it's like not one callback but 12, that's pretty amazing. So yeah, I think I probably was floating a little off the ground and squealing like a little girl, but
Valid reaction.
Yeah.
That's fine. We got him. Oh,
Wait, did we almost? Are we seeing a second phase? What?
What?
that's okay.
Yeah, we had a pizza miscommunication on the way up the elevator, but it happens.
Yeah.
Was there pineapple on it? Is that why?
I was definitely pineapple on that.
Could be.
That was my bad
Kiwi and
completely.
sauerkraut.
worries.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a
Are there
party with
any,
at least
like,
one party foul.
sardines lovers? Sardines on pizza?
Wow, talk about a spicy take. Well, a salty
How
take,
bold.
really, but
Yeah,
Salty, yeah.
I'll say all the flavors, and that chose to be salty.
I
Nice.
can't say I have tried it, so I will reserve judgment.
I have never, but Yannick, the director, he said that he swears by it. So if I'm ever in Montreal, gonna make him take me for pizza, and we'll do sardines.
It's very good.
And Shredder's not home, so we just have to deal with Chrome Dome.
Yeah, this is the great value version of Shredder.
Intruder
Mom, I
alert,
want Shredder.
intruder
We
alert.
have Shredder at home.
Shredder
There's
at
Shredder at home.
Yeah, and our
Legally
mode
instant
7,
Shredder.
mode 7 shout out.
The power of the Super Nintendo right there.
Like I say, if you were playing a beat 'em up that didn't have like mode 7 or blast processing, were you really getting your money's worth? I submit that you were not.
Oh boy.
Just chilling.
It's like, oh, that Shredder wanted to be a Gundam. That's cute.
Easy sneezy.
The servo's shutting down.
How hard would a Gundam beat 'em up go? Am I right? I mean, I guess
Call that Armored Core.
there's that, or they did do a series of Gundam Muso, the Dynasty Warrior styles games.
Oh, yeah. Or just watch G Gundam and call it there.
There you go.
I, too, want to be a windmill Gundam.
If you get these references, don't forget to take an aspirin for your back.
Way ahead of you.
Any donations or any other messages, Asuka? While we're going through our last auto scroller of the run.
Oh, I just got added so hard. I love it. You're not wrong, though. $100 from David TKI with another retro reference of big money, big prizes.
I love
it.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
I'd buy that for $1.
It's like toaster bonus. Let's go.
A brand new VCR. My
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh, we're old friends. I
All
love
right,
you all.
time
Here
for
we
our
get
final
introduced.
new enemy.
The
Was that Oogie
Cheezamorphs.
Boogie? Oh, this is what happens when you put pineapple on a pizza. They turn into that.
Oh, is that why people don't like it? Oh, geez.
You are what you eat.
Oh, that was
Ah.
close.
That's fine. We make it work.
Nice.
Good pickup. John, did you have any like? Oh no, sorry. You said played with the toys and stuff as a kid. Like, did you know anybody who read the comics or anything like that?
I don't think so. I mean, I was just happy with the action figures.
Sure.
And I always was jealous of my friends that had more action figures.
Of course.
I had one buddy that had the blimp.
Ooh, that's cool.
And that was just the coolest thing.
Yeah, the blimp, the van, and the Technodrome. Kind of the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for me, learning about the comics and some of the really like experimental stuff they got up to was kind of eye-opening as somebody who really only knew about 87 Turtles. Like that April's story involves learning that she's a comic book character.
Oh yeah, Mirage was definitely an interesting time. Oh, nice.
Nice shot.
Nice little Indiana Jones reference there.
Yeah.
It belongs in a museum.
Turtles. It had to be turtles. As with many hazards, that one absolutely can whomp you as well if you give it the chance. So we try not to, and thankfully nobody took a hit there. And neither did those foot soldiers. They didn't take nearly as many hits as we wanted them to.
Ooh, I see a quick question in chat, putting Sean on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Have you voice acted in any other games?
Yep, the very first game that I did was a mobile game for Marvel. It was Marvel Avengers Academy, I think is what it was called.
Yeah. I think that was on mobile and Facebook.
Yeah, I was Howard the Duck in that game.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. I love
You don't hear much about Howard the Duck these days.
I know. When there was rumors, I think it was an April Fool's joke, but there was rumors that there was going to be another Howard the Duck remake, and I was like, "Call me," like I should be on the list of voices that can do it, but didn't happen.
Oh, nice.
And we just saw Slash go down. He did not have any more appetite for destruction.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna trash you, ninja.
We left him out in the November rain.
Yeah, that was a pretty good slash.
Oh, thanks. I'm very animated when I speed run sometimes.
Yeah, I had Rob Paulson and I had a chat about who actually got the credit for being Slash, because initially he was slated to do Slash, but when he did Raph, they thought, well, we'll just give Sean's already recorded, so they had us both down for that credit, but I stole it from him. I told him he owed me a coffee or the credit. He gave me the credit.
So good. Nice.
So now I think I owe him a coffee now. I think that's how that works. I don't know.
Something like that. Hey, I mean, if you get the opportunity to take Rob Paulson out for coffee, you take it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's hard not to fangirl around these guys. You know what I mean? Like meeting some of your heroes from your childhood.
I believe it. Remember, you can go crazy with supers on this screen.
I'm just picturing the voices of Yakko and Pinky voicing Slash, and I'm like, all right, I love it.
You also got to remember, so too, funny. Rob did double duty. Not only was he Raphael, in the 2012 series, he was also Donatello.
Yes, he was, yeah.
It just fascinates me that all voice actors, like just the range of characters so many of you can do. It truly is an art. Like it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, when you realize that the characters of Marcus Phoenix and Bender are the same person.
Yes.
And Jake the dog and countless others.
It didn't. Oh, I thought it popped. Oh well.
We're good.
We should be good here to set this up.
Ooh, I got a little
pineapple.
Nice. It only gave us
without
two.
a third Cheesemorph, yeah. Sometimes the system works in your favor.
Inferno.
Just chilling, dude.
Yeah, love it.
Those flamethrower guys come out, and I immediately think they're holding trumpets with plungers on the front of them.
I mean,
Oh, they
yes,
are.
that is what it is. You are not wrong.
Yeah,
This is a family-friendly game. We can't let anyone have dangerous weapons here.
Right?
They're actually sent here by the Daleks.
There you go.
Yes. You have made this classic Hoovia very happy just now.
Bobby Blackwolf would make an
All right.
excellent Dalek.
Nice.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of extra technique, like we did earlier with the Infinite Super Pizza. This one that makes the character continuously attack for about 10 seconds. If you do certain moves, you won't activate the start of that timer until later, allowing us to do more damage to this boss.
Whoa.
This is what you get
Oh,
for the
this
internet,
was-
taking the internet down.
Oh, how dare you
you
still
had to
have
see-
1 health left.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, bring it back together, Krang. There we go.
Krang heard Bobby's comment and said, bet.
That's a free time loss.
Yes.
Hang on. Bobby Blackwolf, Channel 6 News. Krang, you just got defeated by the Turtles. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
I'll get you next time, you filthy turtle.
I never understood the extra breathing. He just can't take Earth's oxygen?
It's something like that, yeah.
He's a brain. He doesn't have lungs.
Doug, it's a kid's show.
Because science? I don't know.
Oh my god.
We're good.
Whew.
Come on, Shredder, put yourself back
Oh yeah,
together.
so that track was a legendary collaboration with RZA and Ghostface Killah of the Wu-Tang Clan. Sorry you didn't get to hear more of it.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We Ain't Came to Lose by T-Lopes, Ghostface Killah, and RZA.
Yeah, it's for the kids.
Exactly. Good reference.
Yeah, the kids of the 80s.
All right. Here comes the national anthem.
Yep. Please rise for the Foot Clan Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh my god.
So this was Krang's plan all along with the Statue of Liberty.
Krang
He
was a
didn't want that little
Spaceballs fan.
pathetic one.
Spaceballs, Ghostbuster 2, a little bit of all of the above.
Yep.
Oh, that was perfect. And we get to see the next boss with some health
Indeed. We don't have to take our tactical retreat right away.
yet. But when it does happen, you know.
So yeah, as you can see from the billboards in the background, it is finally 3 a.m.
Which it actually is 3 a.m. in the Big Apple right now.
Yep.
Very good.
3:05.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Big Apple,
It's
3 a.m.
Friends,
It's like it was planned.
countrymen, Mr. Kevin Nash.
Get ready for the gecko grind.
Shall get my revenge.
Please
Love
give
it.
us at least one or two.
I hope you also get some sleep along with your revenge, Sean.
Sleep is for the weak.
So, Tree, remind me, is it this phase where time is when he takes his last hit, or is there another phase?
It is
after this?
when time, the last hit is, oh, yep, that's it.
Yeah, when this boss is defeated, after we take our tactical retreat, that'll be time.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'll take the left side. Oh, you'll take left side.
Wow.
No, close,
one more.
but not quite. Yep. Let's see if we'd be.
Oh, he's got another phase. You got this.
All right, what's going to happen
strong.
now? Oh, this is
There
it.
we go. And time.
Jeez.
Yes.
You know, I hate being the one with the least amount of talent in the room. That was
Yeah, hardly.
unbelievable.
Wait, I'm in here, Sean. Remember that.
I beg your finest of pardons.
I don't know. The tech team and the amazing runners, and wow, seriously.
And the amazing voice actor. I mean,
Exactly.
He's all right.
I mean, we do what we can. And it's, always a pizza party when we're here with you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much to both Bobby and Sean for being part of this.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, man. I can't believe it all came together.
Right?
So happy that I get to be here.
Yeah, you told me you were traveling, and I'm like, all right, well, we tried. Good things don't always work out the way you intend, but you went above and beyond for us, and we appreciate that so much.
I'm so happy I got to be here. Wouldn't miss it.
Amazing. Thank you. Doug, any shout outs from you?
First off, I would like to, of course, thank our lovely commentators, because without them, they, were able to keep the party going while we focused in between runs. I'd like to thank you, ateatree, for allowing me to be your partner, even though we had a little bit of stuff in between this run. Overall, it was amazing. I had fun. We all had fun. Shout out to the TMNT community, and I would like to shout out my significant other for supporting my speedrunning habits. So, Kathy, if you're watching, I love you and thank you for supporting this.
Shout outs to supportive partners.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar, I don't know how we're doing on time. Am I okay for short shout outs?
shout out. Go.
Very good. So people share their stories about how they're affected by things in mainline events all the time. And this one hits really close to home for me because until 2 years ago, I lived in Tampa, Florida, born and raised. And I moved up to Massachusetts, and the rest of my immediate family moved to Asheville, North Carolina. So I've heard from all the people in Asheville. They're okay. I haven't heard from the people in Tampa yet. I'm hoping for the best, but yeah, this one means a lot to me. So I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to do this for Direct Relief. Thank you to everyone for putting this together. Thank you to all the people who work tirelessly to execute these causes, our friends at Direct Relief, the people helping each other up in Asheville. Support local charities where you can. And just thank you all for being part of this.
Yeah, and I also kind of want to add, I live in Atlanta. I did not realize how many of my friends moved up to the Appalachian Mountains until about 5 days after the hurricane came through, and they said they finally got their power back on and they're clearing out their the roads so they can get out. So thank you for everybody who has donated. I will be donating as well this weekend. Please donate and select an incentive, but please donate. And thank you, Oscar, for being a great host.
Yeah, absolutely. Round of applause for Oscar, please.
Round of applause for all of you. I'm just saying stuff.
Sean, do you have anything you want to say?
I think I should say goodnight.
Yes, please. You have a wedding in the morning.
Yes.
Get some rest, my friend.
You guys all have an awesome night and keep donating. Spread it around, guys. Spread the links and get more people involved. This is a good cause.
Let's keep